Mr. Gadkari will be coming here. I mean, India can be proud of the fact that what we've done in terms of the second largest road network. We used to have a toll waiting time of 12 minutes. Now we have 47 seconds. We used to, 250 kilometers a day, a truck would sort of pass in India. Now it's closer to 500 to 600 kilometers per day. All in the span of few years. This is not a span of a decade or 20 years or 30 years. All in the span of that. But now, can we do a few things? If you take, for example, the competitiveness when it comes to logistics cost, and if you take the United States for a freight or a truck going 400 kilometers a day, we are 60% more expensive than the United States. So that's a significant. Today, for example, we've, of course, the second largest road network, but if we can increase the speed from 500 kilometers or 600 kilometers to probably 800 kilometers, and there's a lot of work being done, which is on now having tolls, sort of tolls going away, no boom barriers, so that you can continuously travel, having sensors on the pavement. And interestingly, a very interesting statistic is, if there is last mile connectivity of roads, two things happen. Last mile connectivity of roads, 25% of infant mortality and maternal mortality will actually be reduced in India, 25% in those areas. And another interesting aspect is, when there is a road, there is electrification and there is mobile payments, which is already there. But if between two villages, if there is, the trade increases 4x. The trade increases 4x. So can we, for example, looking at all of this, ensure that there is that seamless connectivity? And I talked about sustainable aviation fuel. Now, sustainable aviation fuel, remember that obviously across the world, all planes use aviation fuel. They're one of the largest polluters. And sustainable aviation fuel is where, by using agricultural residue, can we generate sustainable aviation fuel at rates which are closer to the aviation fuel. It's difficult to bring it exactly to aviation fuel, but they are more clean. But why am I saying this? India, China, and the US are the largest refiners of the world. If India can blend sustainable aviation fuel at a very minimally incremental rate compared to aviation fuel, then we would not just be helping India aviation, but we could probably be helping the world as well. And I know most countries today have between a 5% to a 10% blend of aviation, sustainable aviation fuel. But if there is maybe a 50 or 60% aviation fuel increase, that has a tremendous impact on globally on clean energy as well. And the road quality, again, like I said, we have to be very proud of what we've done, but improving road quality by 5 to 10% would actually contribute to 1,500 million metric tons of CO2. That is the amount of CO2 that Japan generates every year. Just 5% increase in the quality of our roads, right? And of course, the tire companies, I hope nobody's from the tire company here, because you will really, really be angry with me, because that means that you don't have to replace your tires as much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.